we are on. Uh, this is a episode of regular GBL. Um, Following the championship win of the Columbus Cardinals. Um, yeah, it was pretty rad. Before I begin, dude, I realized that I need to step up my game and talking about these episodes and because I recently found out about Copilot, about Microsoft Copilot, and they can summarize the episodes really nicely if detail is said in them and all this other shit, and it just really made me widen my eyes and be like, wow, it captures a lot. So you know, the regular commentary in game is good too, but it's the little nuances if I explain the divisions right now, I'm pretty sure Copilot would summarize it pretty nicely. So shout out to Copilot, Microsoft Copilot, fucking AI. I'm not a big AI guy, but that was pretty gnarly. I must admit. But yeah, so back to this. So we're coming off a Columbus Cardinals victory. Eventually, you're gonna hear some background sound, obviously, of what I like to watch and shit. So that's just typical me. I like to have something on while I game, or just some background noise, because I can't play in silence. This game is just too different to have just silence. Like uh yeah. So I'm pretty sure we looked at these awards. While I do this, I'm gonna run down the champions and current champions of the league. Season 1 obviously was Orlando Turtles. Season 2, 2026 was Calgary Cats. And then season 3 and 4, 2027, 2028. Those are back-to-back Orlando Turtles wins. So at that point, they're at 3 titles. The next season after that, 2029, season 5, the Toronto Raptors won their first title. They swept the series against the San Antonio Armadillos. Season 6, 2030, it was Austin Bandits. They won that year over the Myrtle Beach Silver Surfers. Season 7, 2031, the Columbus Cardinals won that year. That was their first title. We're at 2041, so it took 10 years to win their second title. Claude Easton, which is the most regularly on this page, he was on that team and on this team, so that's his second title. Season 8, 2032, that's the Indiana Aviators. They beat the Charlotte Pilots. That's their one few times that they have appeared in the World Series. The variant Geck Baseball League World Series. Fresno Fire, they had a pretty good team from those years. They were in the CS against the Charlotte Pilots in 2032. In 2033, they got their championship win. Finally, over Myrtle Beach. That's their second pennant where they couldn't get it done. 2034, the 10th season of the league. This is the regular GBL, not variant. I'm sorry. This is the regular GBL, the regular Geck Baseball League. 2034, that was Harlem Heat, which was pretty awesome. 2035, season 11, that was the Long Island Islanders. 2036 was Myrtle Beach, and 2037 was also Myrtle Beach. They won back-to-back championships. That's the second team to back-to-back championships to win. And then the third team showed up literally in 2038 season 14, Montgomery Mashers won their first title, and 2039 the Montgomery Mashers won that second title. So they were the third team to back-to-back. 2040 was Harlem Heat. They won their second championship in 2040, and here we are, currently in 2041, Columbus Cardinals with their second title. I'm pretty sure I went through all of these long ago, but I'm not really quite too sure. I'm just doing it pretty quickly. Pause if you need to. If you really cares about some of these names, they're name generated. It's not like they matter, but it's pretty good to see like the same faces on there. So we're gonna go to the standings now. So this is the more important part that I really want to break down. So now that we're here, the New York division. This New York division is strictly the AL East became the New York division. Every team on here is from New York. Long Island replaced Baltimore in this save specifically. GBL, the GEC Baseball League. Long Island Islanders replaced Baltimore. Rochester Rapids replaced Tampa Bay. Harlem Heat replaced Boston. Brooklyn replaced Toronto. And obviously, if you don't know who the Bombers replaced, yeah, that's pretty obvious. The Central, which is like a merger, I would say kind of like okay, actually no. This is from my good buddy. His name is 566. We don't go by his government, but we're gonna go by his number name. So that's what we knew him by. So that's his name. This is a 566 division. These are his team. I gave him 5 team names to name. This is how this is all originated. I asked my friends to name 5 teams. Pick out a city and name that's audio jet that the commentators can say that is a name that we can make as a team, and this is the names that my friends have brought up. So I'd like to thank them all. So in the 566 division, which replaced the AL Central, San Antonio replaced the Chicago White Sox. Myrtle Beach replaced Kansas City. The Chargers replaced Cleveland. The Saints replaced Minnesota. And the Sacramento Grizzlies replaced Detroit. That's New Orleans Saints, San Diego Chargers, Myrtle Beach. Myrtle Beach Silver Surfers, San Diego Chargers, New Orleans Saints, Sacramento Grizzlies, and the San Antonio Armadillos, all in the 566 division. So shout out to him. In the West, we have another friend of mine, the Dilly division. Actually, no, stand corrected. He gave me 4 teams, couldn't name 5. I threw the Saints in there because he's a Falcons fan, and I thought it'd be funny to throw in the Saints in there. Alright, so we're going to the AL West, which is replaced by the Dilly division. Dilly, D-I-L-L-Y, Dilly, my friend Dilly. Shout out to him. These are his 5 team names that he gave me before the season started, or the game started, and decided to make all these teams. We got the reigning champions, the Columbus Cardinals. The Lexington Lightning. They were going to be the Hilltoppers. The Hilltoppers was an audio name last year. MLB The Show 24, but they removed the name Hilltoppers. And, so we did a switcheroo and went to Lightning. So we got the Columbus Cardinals, Lexington Lightning, Indiana Aviators, the Birmingham Bulls, and the Memphis Honey Badgers. From top to bottom, Columbus replaced the Angels, Los Angeles Angels. The Lexington Lightning replaced the Texas Rangers. The Indiana Aviators replaced the Seattle Mariners. The Birmingham Bulls replaced the Houston Astros. And the Memphis Honey Badgers replaced the Oakland Athletics, or just the Athletics. In the National League East, as you can tell, or as not really tell, but This is a credit to my brother. He really likes the Canadian cities. In the MLB The Show, he would make his Diamond Dynasty Canadian towns. Until this year, he went with Charlotte. So it kind of inspired me to throw in more Canadian teams and throw them in one division like the AL East. So in the NL East, this is the strictly Canadian division. Not really just strictly Canadian. That's not the name of it. The Canadian division. The NL East is the Canadian division. So we got the Winnipeg Lions, the Toronto Raptors, the Montreal Expos, the Calgary Cats, and the Vancouver Vipers. The Lions replaced Miami Marlins. Toronto replaced the Mets. Expos went back to having their history. So they were the Expos, into the Nationals, now back to the Expos. Calgary Cats replaced, actually, yeah, so this is, that's right. So that was the Expos, that's National. This is, the Calgary Cats replaced Philadelphia. And Vancouver replaced Atlanta. In the Shad division, the National League Central was taken over by the Shad division. My good friend Shad. These are his team names that he gave me. The Delaware Express replaced Cincinnati Reds. The Montgomery Mashers replaced the St. Louis Cardinals. The Charlotte Pilots replaced the Milwaukee Brewers. The Pilots is the current Charlotte Pilots is the current name of my brother's Diamond Dynasty team. Omaha Outlaws replaced the Pittsburgh Pirates, and the Fresno Fire replaced the Chicago Cubs. So that's the NL Central, the Shad division. And lastly, we got my good friend John Pork, Beef Cloud set. John, this is the John Pork Geck division, GEK Geck division. He couldn't name 3 or 5 teams. He only gave me 3, so I threw 2 of mine in there. So one of mine here is the Round Rock Rams. One of his teams is the Orlando Turtles. One of mine is the South Carolina Reapers. I may actually end up moving that team if they don't do well, but they seem to be doing well. They got a winning season, but just not enough to be as good as the Rams. The LA Stars, which replaced obviously the Dodgers, and the Bandits, the Austin Bandits. So the Rams replaced Arizona Diamondbacks. The Round Rock Rams replaced Arizona. The Orlando Turtles replaced San Francisco. South Carolina Reapers replaced San Diego. The Stars replaced the Dodgers. And the Bandits replaced Colorado. So that's a quick rundown of the current breakdown of the teams, who they replaced, championships go currently at the year that we're on. I said to myself, whoever has the least amount of championships or no championships, I'm gonna throw them in a wheel, and I'm gonna spin them, and I'm gonna run the team, and we're gonna do like a 100-year plan or something like that, like see how many championships I can win or something, without actually playing the games, or maybe playing the games, but who knows? We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, we're gonna go into the sim now. I'm gonna have something in the background, like as always. Hopefully it's not too loud, but yeah, here we go. We're gonna go and sim. So I actually did end up simming ahead, and I did a game, but I forgot to save the game, or I must have fell asleep on it, and I must have been long enough past 5 hours for the game to just shut off, or the console to just shut off. So like, yeah, I didn't get to save the progress through like the draft lottery, and I think it was game one of the season, so it wasn't that much of a loss. It was just the off season, but the only thing that made change from here is the draft lottery. It's like the picks, maybe the free agents and where they go, like if they resign or not. Yeah, that's quite unfortunate, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna beat myself up over it. It's something that could have been different, and it is different, but who knows? All I know is that the Grizzlies had the number one pick, and the number two pick was the Bombers, and that could have been huge for the Bombers because they have been bad in this save file, the regular Baseball League file. They've been actually horrible, but they also been horrible in like they also been horrible in the variant deck baseball league. So I think there's a lot of instability within like taking over the Yankees franchise, or the computer just doesn't know what to do. See, now it's no, that's variant get for. I think there was no inductees the last time I recorded that, but I'm not too sure. Okay, so here we go with some off season. Yeah, so that also happened. So I'm glad they re-signed him. so far so good. He might have gone to the same team. Good for them. Yeah, so here we go. Yeah, so the Bombers ended up getting number 2 with 5.5%. So I feel really bad about that. They could have actually changed their whole. Maybe, who knows? Like, it does take a couple picks to change the franchise around. But let's see where they land. Okay, so that's huge. It's different, way different. Grizzlies fall 3, so that's that's tragic. But there are 3 teams up there with a chance to get number 1 picks. So imagine one of these 0.9s gets them, like these 1 points, like 1.0s and like 1.4s and shit. That'd be crazy. Well, that's what I want to see, really. Should have dove into the older draft lotteries of all the years. So I'm probably gonna end up skipping through, like, maybe I did the first game of the season last time I recorded, and that was kind of lame. I'm not gonna do that. Maybe next time I'll get to like 2 weeks into the season and then sim, but I'm probably not gonna do opening days, just cause like What does that? What does that do? It's a nice setting, but like it's. Maybe. Who knows? Alright, so we're in the regular season. Ramon Vega Ramos. Oh my gosh. I think, in my personal opinion, if you're Rule 5ing, it's pretty bad. Yeah. Like, I need to eat some chips. Oh man. Alright, yeah, but yeah. I think if you're yeah, Rule 5ing is pretty bad. Cause like then we'll be stuck on the team and stuff, and I can't like trade them or let them go. So like I don't like that. Look at the trajectory of his career. $39 overall, 80, dude. Hideo Fong, Edgar Morales. These are the big names of the match right here. They're still here, dude. Pablo Valenzuela, whatever his name is. They got Connie Sale. Romanecki is still here. Masters 2042 still here. The more upcoming Round Rock Rams in the GBL save here in the GEC Baseball League timeline here. Up and coming Round Rock Rams. 100 wins last season. This guy is also a legend, DJ Newcomb. Man, if only he's been with a better team, bro. That's sad. Now used to be great, formerly great, now clawing at the bit. I think they made the postseason, but I'm not too sure. Already, now that we passed it. Led by Peter Hill. Tom Yang. Ken Yamada. Oh, so you're just fast, okay. Wait. There's a Tommy and Tom Yang. They're brothers. Okay, we're placing the story that they're brothers. Tommy Yang and Tom Yang. Tom and Tommy. Ronnie Grimm.
You shouldn't have done that, Lita. Oh my God, what's he gonna do?
Wait, Gideon? Alrighty. We're gonna sim with the stars. Oh! Tommy Yang. The Saints are pretty active this season. Wow. I spoke it to light, didn't I? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I want to see the pics. Joe Bronk. The moment I talk about bad about the Bombers, they start doing well. Hmm. Oh man, we're only in August? I thought that was September. Oh, their season's done. Alright, the National League looks pretty wrapped up. Battle of two of the top two teams in the New York division.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show has an AL East matchup. It's Harlem taking on the Bronx. Key matchup on tap today as they can clinch the division title with a victory, Singy.
Yeah, this team has worked all season to get to this point, Boog, and the opportunity is there for them to achieve one of their biggest goals. Pressure is on. Should be a good one.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Larry Craft.
Well, that whip is just below the league average, and that's a good thing in this case, not allowing too many base runners. So on most days, he's going to go out there and compete and put his team in a position to win. And I expect to see that from him in this one, too.
Guys, obviously not
now the left fielder, Paul Kyle.
Not right now. I have to do something.
And that one a little below the knees. And we are underway in game one of the series.
And co-pilot, please accurately get the play-by-play for each inning. Thank you very much.
Right through
not play-by-play, just like
recently taking player of the month on.
Quit.
Now one miss.
And what a show he put on last month, Boog. Really impressive work at the dish. And I'm sure his teammates and the coaching staff appreciate it. Great having a bat like this in the lineup.
And that one is lifted in the air. Harper sizes this one up. Puts it away for the out. Okay, let's check out the lineup. And a key factor for this club in that leadoff spot, Paul Kyle.
Well, he's an important part of this lineup for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Boog. It's somebody that they try to feed off of. He does a lot of things, very well up there at the plate. He's got a presence about him, and, he's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat.
Steve Freehand in the box now. No balls and a strike. Close one doesn't get the call. And that's ball one.
The bottom said, the ticker said that the Bombers have a 12-year playoff drought. Jeez, that's so cool they said that.
And that one clips the corner. Got him. Ricky Holiday with the call.
Well, he clearly didn't recognize that curveball out of the hand and tried to check the swing. Just went around too far, and you're hoping the umpire maybe missed it, and they bail you out.
Digging in, Levi Harrington.
0-1's the count.
On the ground,
That
right
ball's
side.
foul.
And that's just foul. Two down, nobody on.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Caught him looking for the K. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. Back here with my pal Singy and towing the slab, Richie Reedy. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Yeah, and his whip tells you he's been pretty effective this year on the mound. I mean, opposing hitters having a hard time getting on base and then being able to really distract him and do damage in terms of getting around the base path. So we're taking the mound. This is a guy you want out there if you're his teammate, and I expect him to be good in this one.
Sawyer Harper, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Foul ball there. The 1-1. Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Hauls it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down. Take a look at the lineup. This has been a good, productive lineup so far this year. Currently ranking among the better teams in terms of total hits and runs per game.
Well, you know, this lineup sees it as very important to put the ball in play, Boog. I mean, this is an age where strikeouts are up so high and guys are swinging and missing, going for the fences. But if you can increase that contact rate, you can be a dangerous club. You get more guys on base, and then all of a sudden, when that big swing comes through, you're plating more runs. So we'll see if this pitcher can get some soft contact, let the defense work behind it.
Reed. He's the kind of starter that a lot of pitching coaches and managers as well really appreciate. Not a guy who's going to get himself into trouble by dancing around, by walking guys. Makes the grab for the second out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Believe me, it's only one man. Believe me.
Yeah, he throws strikes, and you know he's got the command, be in the zone, be effective, but just moving the ball around, getting the ball back from the catcher, Boog, and throwing the pitch.
Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
It's an interesting thing when you consider limiting walks. Is it more important today because of how many home runs are being hit?
No doubt. Keeping players off the base paths with the way the swings and the launch angles are today, the emphasis of hitting home runs is so huge. It's never been more important.
Yeah, I think the other part, though, as well, is it goes both ways, because I think that guys at times are more than willing to give up walks because they'll come back and strike the next guy out. Swing and a pop-up. Valencia on the move and makes the play, and that's out number 3. We head to the second from the big ballpark in the Bronx. No score. New inning getting started. Standing in is the power-hitting second baseman, Marvin Tejada. Crab back to work.
Inside ball.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
There's a strike. Assigned to home plate duty is Ricky Holiday.
Boog, and something I've heard players saying about Ricky's strike zone is how he will call the high strike. That could be something that's tough to deal with, especially if you've got a pitcher out there coming at you with high velocity. Good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly able to swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
And now the right fielder, Chris Cox. Now fly ball to right center. Schwartz under this one. Makes the grab, and there's two gone. Next to hit, Jeffrey St. Paul. And Singy, we already know he's going to finish the season with a new career high in home runs. St. Paul, a former All-Star, batting sixth in today's lineup. And he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games. That one outside. And the count even 1-1.
Ball, that's up there.
Next offering is fouled back. Second inning here, no score. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now here's the veteran DH, Edgar Francisco.
They died to see me. Wonder she love me because I am on TV. Think that she know me, she never will.
That misses. Ball 1.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Hey! 1-1.
Swinging him in. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just misses with that one.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling. You think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
The batter will be the shortstop, David Min. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. On the ground, Harrington throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Juan.
And here's the first baseman, Juan Caraballo.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level, playing at night.
Check swing, called strike.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes. I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. And that clips the inside corner.
Oh, and you can throw that big curve on the inside part of the plate. Very difficult pitch for the hitter to get on plane with. You can have a lot of success if you can pitch in that location.
And that one in the air center field. He's got it. And a quick out, number one.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Davila went deep in his most recent game. Top of the third, no score. That clips the corner. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Two balls, two strikes.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Frederick Valencia in the box with two gone and takes a look at a called strike. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Bottom of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Richard Copeland, singing he's never finished the season with more stolen bases in his entire career. That one's in there. And that is strike one.
Plus, Boog, he's been doing a great job of getting hits. Just look at his batting average over the last week plus, and you'll see those numbers really back it up.
And that one pulled foul. On the ground to third. Slides for the stop. Fires to first. And they get the out.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great. Reaction time was there. And the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
And here's the catcher, Martin Pelletier.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Just one hit in his last 5 games.
That one fouled off. Pelletier working through some struggles lately.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon. Well, they went after him right there with one of his best pitches. I'm really surprised that one got away from him.
Yeah, the batter now, Carmine Nava. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
0-1.
Pelletier, the base runner at first with one out. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Ball,
inside just missed.
Tough to take a 2-strike changeup that just missed. They get frozen.
That one just misses.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
The 2-2. Out to center. Freehand gets under it. He's got it. There's 2 away.
Now lefty Sawyer.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the left fielder, Sawyer Harper. He's 0 for 1. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Two outs. That one's in there, and it's 1-1.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Ball.
That's in for a strike. Nasty pitch.
2-2, Sam.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Kyle makes the grab on the run. On to the 4th, still scoreless. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Now the left fielder, Paul Kyle. Kyle with some impressive production lately.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
Next offering upstairs. Right through there for a strike.
You know, this group of hitters, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
That one lifted to left. Harper on his way over. Squeezes it. And there's one away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Steve Freehand.
So up next, Steve Freehand. Went down on strikes his first time through. That's in there. 1-1. One out, base is empty.
Ball 1.
To third. Dives and he can't hang on. No throw, and he reaches safely. Go ahead run on base. Harrington getting ready to hit. Struck out looking at his first at bat. Over to first and he's saved. That's in there. That's strike one. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
No ball.
Fourth inning underway, no score. He goes down looking.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boone. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Crab with a move to third. Wow! They got him, and that will end the inning. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. That one down the line. Fair ball.
No waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Just one of those seen high base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
And stepping in is the speedy Bobby Schwartz. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Fly ball center field. Freehand. Makes the grab, one away.
Yeah, I'm looking at his body language, and he just doesn't seem like things are in sync. And the ball's just not coming off his bat the way it did earlier in the regular season.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Edgar Francisco. His first at bat was a strikeout. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. He smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
And here is David Min. That one's in there. And it's 0-1.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Valencia to second. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
And now the first baseman, Juan Caraballo.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 1. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. And another ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That one is absolutely belted. Out of here. That'll fire up the dugout. Home run number 20 on the year. It's 3-0. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. For the low 90s fastball, you have to to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. Just like BP all over again.
Now the third baseman, Richard Kopel, grounded out his first time up. That misses the zone. Ball one. Two down, nobody on. Off the mark there. And it's 2-0. Reed. Maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Fouled off left side. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you...
Now that's strike three and the third out. So we take a break. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now 3-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Crab back to work. And that's a strike.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And that one is in for a strike.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
In the air, right field. Makes the grab, one down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
So digging in, Chris Cox. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Cox, 25 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. And he handles it himself for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
2 outs, base is empty. Jeffrey St. Aug now at the plate. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. That's a strike. And a foul ball.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Here's the 0-2. And a breaking ball misses outside. Fastball almost got him there. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Pitch is in the dirt, and that's ball 3. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
So a man aboard. Here's the catcher, Raul Rodriguez. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Oh, the second. Out there. And the inning is over.
The catcher definitely looked ready for that stolen base attempt. Got in position quickly, and a strike down to second base to end the inning.
And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And now the catcher comes up to him, Martin Pelletier. And first offering is fouled off. And that one missing inside a sharp slider. Up the middle. The throw to first. And that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it and got ground ball.
Now it's the right fielder, Carmine Nava. Wide to center his first time.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Swinging a foul straight back. Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. And that one is inside. And that just misses.
Caught a break right there. That's a pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Two. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fights it off. You'll see another. One down, base is empty. That's inside. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. High fly ball down the left field line. And that's a foul ball.
In an era with a lot of swing and miss and strikeouts, you gotta love an at-bat like this. No one giving in.
And they'll do it again. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw is late, and they don't get the out.
But when you see that many pitches in an at-bat, your chances of succeeding go up, and right there you see the result.
Here's the left fielder, Sawyer Harper. Both 2 in this one. To first, and he breaks for second. To second, and he's out. And ball 1. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jesus Reyes up and throwing. Kim also getting ripped. The 1-1 is fouled off.
You're out. 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 Ball 4, take the base. You're out. 3.
Okay, that needed to be simmed. I need to be right back again, but I'm gonna play another game. Yeah, that was actually a crazy sim and sim finish. Man, you may never know with these results. Had that actually happened, and I would have left it honestly. But you may never know with this type of shit, dude. They won their 8th straight game with that, which is pretty crazy. They came back from behind and won that game. So we're gonna try to find another close race here. And sim the last game. Let's sim the last season. Any 1-game differentials here? The awards real quick. Yeah. Wow. Bombers finally clinch best record, finally in the playoffs after 12 years, since that's 2030. Heat Islanders get the wild card in the same division. Armadillo's the only team going to the postseason in the 5-6-6 division. Cardinals are back to try to defend their title. The Birmingham Bulls are still here, and the wild card, obviously. Blue Sox just couldn't do it. One game off. They needed to win their game, but regardless, the Islanders won their game. Yeah, regardless, the Islanders won their game. The Raptors are the only team on here going to the postseason. Toronto's pretty good. I hate the Express, but they're the division winner. The Montgomery Masters are the wild card with the Fresno Fire. Round Rock Rams, again with the Z next to them. They have clinched best record, number 1 seed. Turtles, still a valid team. Stars, 2 games off the wild card. Could not get the job done trying to catch up. Any statistical stuff happen? Blah 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 blah. Okay. Wow, the Fresno Fire swept Round Rock. Oh, I didn't mean to sim through the date. I actually wanted to put one of those games on. Delaware, man. I'm deadass gonna change that team. That team pisses me off. Whoever thought of this is an idiot. Oh my god. Unbelievable, man. Yes, fight back. Thank you. Oh my god, I'm scared to sim, bruh. You know what? I'm gonna sim this. No, I'm gonna. Oh, fuck this team, man. No! What does this team have? I'm not watching that shit. Definitely not watching that shit. Desert 2042 winner. Fuck the fucking Delaware Express. I'm not building them a new fucking stadium. The best shit they're gonna get is this. Fuck. This is the best they're gonna get there from me. You won your shit? Here you go, dude. You ain't getting a new ballpark. I ain't building that shit for you. The fuck? You must be crazy. You must be out of your fucking mind. Taking one of these shits. No, it needs to look fucking somewhat realistic. Alright, yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna give him like shit. Who cares? Fuck the Delaware Express, man. Oh my god. Jesus, man. How'd you get swept?